All right, good morning, guys. It is Friday. How many of you have forgotten what day it is? So today we are going to be building ramps, and so I'm going to give a few minutes for everybody to join us today. We are finishing up our first week of our STEAM activities with Strive. So hopefully home learning is going well with everyone at home. It's definitely been an adjustment here for us in kind of figuring out a schedule that works for all of us. So this has kind of been our staple of at 10 a.m. we have to be ready to do our Strive activity. Just a few things as we're waiting for everyone to get on as well. We have started using a hashtag. I know we're super fancy, but it is hashtag STEAM with Strive. And so if you are posting any pictures to Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, you can use the hashtag STEAM with Strive, and we will that way we can kind of track all of the pictures. We love seeing all the pictures, and you can always tag us on Instagram. You can tweet us on Twitter. We're getting super fancy over here with all of our social media. So we just want to say thank you again. We are up over 100. You can't hear us. Sorry. Let's see.
Hear you.
No sound. Can you hear us now?
Hot.
Can anyone hear us talking?
Well, Dad can because he's watching and he's right there.
Hold on.
Dad can because he's watching and he's also right there. He's up.
We have sound. Okay, good. So all right. If you can't hear us, you can always go back. We will post it to our website when we are finished with it. Oh yeah, that's a good point. On Facebook, sometimes down in the bottom right-hand corner, there's the little megaphone microphone thing that has the X through it. If you have your sound turned off on Facebook, you might not be able to hear us. So click on that and it should, the sound should work. Okay, so Friday, we made it through 1 week. Today we're going to be building ramps. And so this is another building experiment where your kids can use whatever supplies they have. Bexley chose toilet paper rolls. Peyton's got some paper towel rolls, pipe cleaners, straws,
Paper.
cardboard boxes, and then we are using 3 different cars. We have a big car, a medium car, and a small car, but you can use whatever you have. If you don't have any cars, you can use a ball. You could roll up a piece of aluminum foil. Sienna says hi.
Hi, Sienna.
You could use a grape. Someone yesterday used a grape, which was a great idea to get through your maze. So, definitely you can get creative with the supplies you use. You don't have to use something that was on our material list. So, remember, that all of the directions are on our website.
You said I can't hear you.
Okay. All of our directions are on the website, so you can print this off if you need to look at it later if you're not doing this right now. So the first thing that we're going to do is you're going to write down on your worksheet or on your sheet of paper. If you are doing that, you're going to write the title of the experiment, which is Ramp It Up. All right. So today we are going to be testing our hypothesis, which again, Bexley,
It's a really good guess.
it's a really good guess. So we are going to be testing our hypothesis today, and you need to make your hypothesis first by writing down how fast you think your car or your ball or whatever you're putting down your ramp can go down your ramp. So the time that you think it's going to take to go down the ramp. So this is your hypothesis. So if you think it's going to be 3 seconds or 10 seconds, it'll depend. You have to think through, like, how tall are you going to make your ramp? Are you going to make it a short ramp? So your hypothesis should be in seconds. You're writing down how many seconds for it to go down the ramp. All right, and so with any engineering challenge we do, we always like to have you draw your design first. That way, if you're building, if you have to cut something, you're only cutting it once, or you can kind of plan out your design. So in box 3, where you're drawing out your ramp, you can kind of label what supplies you're going to need there. And so remember that this can be changed. So as you're building, if something doesn't work, you can always change it and make some modifications to it as you go. So you're going to draw that in box 3. Bexley's got a pretty solid base. Peyton's got some things under. What are you using for this? This part.
Oh, the paper.
Okay, so she's going to use cardstock paper and then put some rolls underneath of it to support her ramp. All right, so again, you don't need to sit here and watch us draw that, but you can sketch out your design. And then on the back, when you're doing your data collection, after you build, you're gonna draw a picture of your completed ramp. And then you're going to actually time your ball or car going down the ramp. And so Bexley started, when she went to get us cars today, she actually got us 3 different cars, which is a great way to test different, sorry, our dog is barking at something. We are using 3 different cars. So we're going to test the big car, the medium car, and the small car. Okay? So you can do that, or you can test a ball versus a grape or a blueberry or something that you have that is, yeah. I'm going to say so you can use that as kind of an extension of your ramp. Another extension that we think would be super cool if you do after your after you do your first ramp is to make a ramp, but then make something that it has to go over, because we're talking about kinetic and potential energy today, so we can see if it has enough energy to make it over the hump. Think of like a roller coaster. So that's an extension. After you do your first ramp, you can see if you can get enough momentum to take it over either several little ramps or humps in your you can do that after you do that. Also, I posted a link to a video about the energy in a roller coaster, which here in Ohio, Cincinnati, we're right by Kings Island with the new Orion opening, which if any of you have seen that, it's a gigantic new roller coaster, but it talks about the energy in roller coasters. So that's a really cool video that explains how you get to go through the loop-de-loops of a roller coaster.
We saw testing on the bus.
You saw it being tested on the bus? That's awesome. Okay, so then after you do your results, we're going to find the average time again. Do you guys know how to find the average? No. Mm-hmm. So the average is you're going to add up all of your times. So if you had 3 seconds and 3 seconds and 5 seconds, you're going to add up those 3 numbers. and then you're gonna divide it by how many numbers you added up. So if you divided it by 3, that meant that you added 3 numbers together. Then you're gonna state, is your hypothesis correct? Was it faster than you thought? Was it slower than you thought? And then we're talking about potential and kinetic energy and where you think it had the most. Oh, Peyton needs a nap already. I'm sleepy. Where you think it had the most kinetic energy. So if you are building, we'll stay on here for a few more minutes, but if not, you can start building, start drawing. We would love to see your completed ramps and some videos. Take some videos if you have you can start building. If you have slow motion on your iPad or your iPhones or any type of phone, you can slow motion it so that you can see how it's going down the ramp. But please, please, please tag us on Facebook. And also, we're up over 1,100 likes right now, which is crazy. So if you know someone or a page that would benefit from seeing these activities every day, please tag us or share a page, because we want to get the word out to as many people as possible. We had people out of the United States on our webpage, which is crazy to me, but amazing at the same time. So if you know anybody, please, please, please share. And if you are sharing a picture or tagging us, please use the hashtag STEAM with Strive, and that way we can see all of the pictures and videos. So don't forget, tomorrow and Sunday there won't be a Facebook Live. We'll be back here on Monday, and this afternoon I'm going to be posting all of the supplies that you'll need for next week. Again, they should be things that you have in your house. The only thing that's a little bit maybe you don't have in your house is we're going to be using hot chocolate, like powdered hot chocolate. So if you don't have hot chocolate, that's okay. We can make some modifications or reach out to us and maybe we can get you some hot chocolate because we have some. So I will be posting that later today. Please, please, please post your pictures of the ramps, and we will, we can't wait to see it. All right. Have a great weekend, and thank you for tuning in. Can you say bye, girls?
Bye.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Stay safe.